At the facility, Wendy was known for being sharp, spirited, and just a little bit sneaky. As the unofficial leader of the residents, she was always scheming up something fun, especially if it could rile up the staff a little. One rainy Tuesday, as the residents gathered in the lounge and the wind howled outside, Wendy had a lightning bolt of an idea. "We need a game," she declared, slapping her hand on the armrest of her recliner. "A big game. Staff versus residents. Winner gets bragging rights. Loser wears a tutu for a week." Maxine's eyes sparkled. "What kind of game we token? Bingo? Poker?" "Nope," Wendy said with a grin. "Dodgeball. Modified dodgeball." Bobby, crocheting in the corner, squinted. "Modified how?" "I'm not breaking a hip for glory. We'll use soft foam balls. No running. Just glory and pride and humiliating the staff," Wendy said. At that exact moment, Nancy let out a snore from the couch across the room. She'd been out cold for 2 hours, under her usual fleece blanket, but Wendy pointed at her anyway. "Nancy's on the team too." "She's asleep," Gary said, flipping through a magazine. "She can be our secret weapon," Roy added with a cackle. "No one expects a sleeping sniper." The next day, Wendy pitched the idea to Katie, the endlessly patient CNA, with a sense of humor and a pair of neon pink Crocs. Katie loved chaos, but only when she got to be part of it. "You want to challenge us to dodgeball?" Katie asked. "You realize half your team is over 80, one is asleep, and Roy throws like a sleepy sloth?" "Exactly," Wendy said. "That's our advantage. We're underestimated." By Friday afternoon, the lounge had been transformed. The couches were pushed back, balloons tied to chairs, and 2 plastic bins of foam balls sat in the middle. Residents versus staff. There were chants, signs, and even a playlist. The team's residents: Wendy, team captain and strategist Maxine; team morale and distractor: Bobby, underhand sniper with perfect aim; Roy, unpredictable and dramatic; Gary, steady and sneaky; Nancy, still asleep on the couch, wrapped in her blanket like a burrito staff; Katie, overly competitive and full of energy; Ron from maintenance, built like a linebacker; Veronica from the front desk, who swore she'd go easy, but brought knee pads; 2 nurses, One and Alina, who looked way too excited to throw things at their favorite residents. The game? It started slow. Bobby launched the first ball underhand. Perfect arc. Beamed Marco in the shin. 1 down. She shouted. Roy tried to throw, but accidentally tossed his slipper instead. It hit Janine. "Still counts," yelled. Gary crawled behind a recliner and popped out to nail one of the nurses. Maxine distracted everyone by shouting "free donuts in the kitchen," and then launched 2 balls at once. Meanwhile, Nancy remained asleep on the couch. A stray ball bounced off her shoulder. She didn't stir. Nothing, she was a dodgeball ghost. In a final act of sheer determination, Wendy signaled a triangle play, but somehow it worked. She dodged a ball, tossed one to Maxine, who ricocheted off a walker frame into Katie's side. The lounge erupted. Final score: Residents 6, Staff 5. The aftermath. Katie, laughing and breathless, handed Wendy a tutu. "Fair's fair," she said. "I'll wear it. But next week, it's dodgeball rematch." Wendy winked. "Next week? We're doing wheelchair relay races." "Better start training, Croc girl." Nancy snored softly, completely unaware that she'd technically survived the whole game, untouched and undefeated. And thus, a new tradition was born at the Facility Game Day Fridays. The line between staff and residents blurred, laughter echoed through the halls, and Wendy's reign as the Queen of Mischief remained firmly intact. The tutu, however, mysteriously ended up on Roy the next morning. "I like the airflow," he said. "No one asked questions.